So the Australian billionaire who came out the other day and said Donald Trump was giving him top secret classified information casually at Mar-a-Lago, we now have leaked audio of some specifics that went on in those conversations. So this is in Mediaite. Breaking, leaked audio of Australian billionaire talking Trump secrets released by 60 Minutes Australia. Now, I would play this for you, but 60 Minutes is uniquely bad with their copyright stuff. I mean, they'll strike you in a heartbeat and, pull your monetization and all that stuff. So I can't play it for you, but I can give you the direct quotes which are laid out in this article here. So they say former President Donald Trump was more open with state secrets than previously reported, according to newly leaked audio recordings published by 60 Minutes Australia. The news segment, which ran early Sunday morning U.S. time, revealed Australian billionaire Anthony Pratt talking about his experiences and relationship with the former president. Pratt is the central figure in the ABC News report from earlier this month that Trump casually discussed classified information about nuclear submarines. The New York Times reported on the leaked audio as well and reported this. The private comments captured while Mr. Trump was still president provide a rare glimpse into how a businessman on the other side of Mr. Trump's transactions actually viewed the New York real estate developer's tactics. With a mix of blunt acknowledgement and admiration for someone so willing to test the boundaries of the presidency. On the recordings, Mr. Pratt recounts how Mr. Trump shared with him in December 2019 what he described as elements of a conversation the president had with Iraq's leader right after a U.S. military strike there aimed at Iranian-backed forces. Days later, a U.S. drone strike in Baghdad would kill Iran's top security and intelligence commander. At one point, Mr. Pratt said Mr. Trump discussed the phone call he had with President Vladimir Zelensky of Ukraine earlier that year that had helped lead to Mr. Trump's first impeachment. Quote, "That was nothing compared to what I usually do," Mr. Trump said in Mr. Pratt's recounting. It is not clear whether Mr. Pratt shared these accounts with prosecutors or whether prosecutors are aware of the recordings. Behind closed doors, however, Mr. Pratt described Mr. Trump's business practices as being like the mafia. The New York Times report, as well as the allegation that Trump asked his wife, then First Lady Melania Trump, to parade around the pool at Mar-a-Lago in a bikini, quote, "so all the other guys could get a look at what they're missing." Watch above 60 Minutes Australia. Okay, in the secret recordings, one of the things he brings up is that Trump was bragging to him, I just spoke to the Prime Minister of Iraq. I was just speaking to him 5 minutes ago. I was just on the phone right before I'm talking to you right now. And the guy was like, "Oh, really? That's crazy. Well, what were you guys talking about?" And Trump goes, "Well, he was really mad because I just bombed his country. I just bombed this place in his country, this city. He was not very happy about that. And he was telling me, well, you just leveled my city." And I said back to him, "What the fuck are you going to do about it?" So according to this Australian billionaire, Trump is on the phone talking about a call he just had with Iraq's prime minister. And he had just bombed Iraq. And Trump said to this guy, "Well, what the fuck are you going to do about it? Oh, you're not happy I bombed your city? What the fuck are you going to do about it? I'm the U.S. president, bitch." That's what he hit him with. And this is on top of, for those of you who don't remember the specifics, this guy claimed Trump tried to get him to buy or set Trump up with some Australian officials where they could buy new U.S. defense technology. He was bragging about our submarines and the fact that they're stealth and you can't really see them. And he was bragging about the number of nuclear warheads that these submarines could carry. This is all stuff that was like very top secret, very classified. And he was just casually blabbering this stuff out to an Australian billionaire at Mar-a-Lago. And this is other stuff that this guy said Trump was casually, willy-nilly sharing with everybody around him. So are the specifics of this call going to be part of the case on the classified documents? I don't think so. I think the only one that will be is the top secret and classified stuff regarding the nuclear submarines and the warheads. That I think will be part of the trial. The stuff about Iraq, I don't think necessarily will be. But look, the point to make on that one is, come get your fake anti-war hero. There are some people who still argue to this day that like Trump is more anti-war than Biden, or he's like a threat to the establishment or whatever. We have recordings of him bragging about bombing Iraq and shutting the Iraqi prime minister down when he objected and said, "What the fuck are you going to do about it? Come get your anti-war hero. Your fake anti-war hero. What a con. What a joke. The guy is, and again, you remember the bombing of Soleimani. We don't even need to get into all this. You guys remember all this. But the fact of the matter is, this guy is now really spilling the tea about what Trump was like behind the scenes. And in this little segment here, he expresses admiration at a guy who's like that brazen and pushes boundaries that much. But then he also is sort of like horrified at Trump at the same time and like shocked at how crass he is and shocked at the information he's willing to casually give away. So anyway, there you have it. I think some of this stuff will come up at the trial when it comes to the classified documents and the obstruction of justice, because he could not shut up about it. And this is not even getting into the conversation, the further conversation about, was anybody paying for access to this material, right? Was like, he had all this top secret and classified stuff. Why did he take that stuff in particular? And what benefits was he getting off of those things? Well, that's where the conversation about potentially selling stuff to Saudi Arabia or others comes into play. But this guy's got a lot of the secrets, and he's willing to share. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.